Welcoming ourselves back to the hall. Taking a moment to open and feel, sense into our experience here now. Noticing the impact of our lunch, our meal, our silence, or talking, or movement, or stillness. My hope is that you're beginning to get a feel for what this citta is. This sense of this mind-heart, and how sensing into it can be a source of tremendous support, guidance, feedback. One of the beauties of practicing with mind-heart in this way is mindfulness of mind. When we try and pay attention to thinking, it's very easy to get lost. Have you noticed that? Very easy to slip from being aware of thinking to being the thinking. From having a thought to being a thinker. It's very slippery in there. And it is incredibly important to learn how to practice being aware of thinking. But sometimes it's just not that easy. Sometimes when we find ourselves getting just carried back into the story over and over, ruminating over and over, step back and really check in with this citta idea. This idea of this mind-heart, this energetic flow, getting the impression, the sense of the energy and the relationship of that energy. Is it one that is wise to what's going on, or one that is greedy, or one that is hateful, or one that is deluded? Ajahn Sucitto teaches a lot about citta. And he says, mind is most easily experienced in the fibers of the body. And this is what we're talking about here, sort of experiencing mind or citta in the fibers of the body, in the felt sense of the body. And that's in this grounding ourselves in the breath, in sensation, in the center of the body, just left to the heart, just left to the center in the heart. Something very trustable about just this general sense of, is my heart available for love or care? Or is my heart shut down, closed off? Just this simple impression can be so trustable and informative. Turns out that trusting in our practice trusting in awareness and having this capacity to know in a kind way what's going on is incredibly important. And it's something that we grow and we build. And then it's something that we land in, that we can let go into. And when we're working with citta, it's very important to have a sense of trust. Maybe the opposite of trust is mistrust and trying to control. Who wants to be controlled? What happens when you feel like somebody wants to control you? I don't like it. To my experience, nothing does like to be controlled. It creates more resistance, more shutting down. So we need to approach our practice and what's happening within us with this allowing, right? With this, we feel, sense, we allow, we recognize what's going on. And we trust that if we are staying aware, and staying connected to our relationship with what's going on, that our reactivity will soften, that our choices will increase. And most often, things will resolve within us. Just by being aware of them in this way. And trust does not mean knowing what will happen. It doesn't mean we know what's going to happen. It actually is the confidence that allows us to hold whatever can happen, to meet whatever can happen. The Buddha encourages us to trust the ground of direct experience and to trust that our awareness is vast and steady enough to hold the joy and the sorrow, the clarity and the confusion. And this trust in meditation appears as patience, as allowing, as resting, and this idea of allowing change. We start to trust this process of change, knowing and coming to trust that even the difficulty will change. And yes, so too will the joys. But we become part of this flow. So with this idea of trust in mind and heart, feel and trust that you have a body that is wise, right here and right now. Know that your body is doing the best it can with this life and this world. That is something we can trust, that it is doing the best it can. May not be what we want it to be. But bring caring attention to this body. Go slowly, feel into it, sense what's happening here. Maybe remember to touch the ground and feel its support. Feel the stability of the earth below you. Trusting the body to breathe, it knows how to breathe. We don't need to tell it when or how long. And soften around whatever's hard. Don't try and make anything that's hard soft, but soften around what is hard. We just move through over and over again this experience of sensing and feeling, opening and allowing, recognizing and letting go and trust. No particular order. And occasionally checking in with this center of your chest and just left of center. And noticing how the heart is in response to whatever is going on. Is the heart able to open, to offer care to whatever it is, whatever reactivity, whatever thought, whatever sensation or emotion, whatever state is arising and passing. Free to stretch. So we'll move into a walking period. I'll offer some practice notes for how to incorporate this idea of trust into your walking period. But I'd like to shorten the walking period and have you come back at 2:35 instead of 2:45. So, have you ever walked in a riverbed? Developing the sense of trust in the body's, you've got to trust the body's wisdom to cross the river. We trust the body's intelligence more than our eyes, which is rare, right? Rare that we're in a situation where we're going to lean into that part of our intelligence in that kind of way. It's, trusting what's non-conceptual. It's a felt sense. And learning to trust the citta, it's kind of similar in a way. And there's this delight that can come with it, because we can get really overburdened by our thinking mind, our analytical mind. And even when we try and just focus on emotions, we can get really caught in those emotional storms or lifts. And trusting this citta, the sort of more the impression, the energetic impression and sense of how we're relating, is more like the eddies in the water, sort of feeling into that, trusting the feeling of the water. It's simple, it's very simple. So as you do this moving practice until 2:35, see if you can feel into that, trusting, putting a little more emphasis, into that, the intelligence in the body that can guide you, feeling more into the fibers of the body, and then sort of balance that out with a little bit of, and what's the citta like? What's the energy here? What's the mind-heart energy like in this? Have a little fun. I'll see you back in about a little over 25 minutes. Thank you. We're just going to have a half an hour of silent sitting, just silent sitting for practice right now. So in further switching up the day, we'll take a 10-minute movement, stretch, body break. And at 3:15, we'll come back and do the Dharmat, the final closing talk. And then we'll do the Sangha service. That way we can turn YouTube off, say goodbye to them, and they don't have to sit around and wait while we do Sangha service. And so please take care of your bodies and see you back in 10 minutes. How you doing? Yeah? Yeah, okay, hanging in there. Nice. So, first I just want to mention that today we've been using a practice, it's sort of, well, the Buddha taught this simile. He said that, to get to the other shore, the shore of non-suffering, we need to build a raft to get from the shore of suffering to the shore of freedom from suffering. And that raft is mindfulness, right? We use that mindfulness to get from here to there. And there's such a thing as right mindfulness, not that it's mindfulness that is useful in our practice. So some people will say a burglar can be mindful, right? That's not the kind of mindfulness that we're practicing to get to the shore free from suffering. So the tool that I've been kind of using to help us build that kind of a raft is captured in the words feel, allow, trust, or feel, allow, recognize, and trust. FART. And that's a reworking of a tool I've been teaching for a long time, RAFT. Same words, different flow. Raft, recognize, allow, feel, and trust, can be used in any order. It doesn't have to be used in any one order. It's the combination of these things that creates the raft, right? So it's just to emphasize, we need to build this right mindfulness. And it requires really this combination of things that we've been dancing with today and cultivating so that we can then attune to what I've been encouraging us to attune to is citta. And really, this is where we start to really connect with the heart quality, the non-harming. And that's such a beacon for us. That's a guide. That's like it can be a north star for us in our practice. So just a little note on sort of how I've been sort of encouraging you to work with citta is, by building a raft and then farting on it. Little extra power. So, and then I want to make just a couple of comments about allowing and trusting. These two pieces are really important. They kind of create, maybe they're the fiber that weave it all together or something. The thing that holds it together, that gives it buoyancy. That allows ourselves to have a soft heart. And there's a line in the sutta that says, don't dilly and don't tally, don't hurry and don't tarry, don't go too fast and don't go too slow when we're crossing. And this allowing requires trust. It leans on trust. A lot of people really struggle with allowing. And we get very confused around the object versus having an attitude of kind of allowing ourselves to have the experience that we're having. And to meet that with this allowing and caring attitude. So our focus is very much on how we're meeting our experience. not on, the concretes of the life of the world, but on how we're responding and relating. And many of you maybe know I'm a real fan of Rosemary Watola Traumer, a poet. And she has a poem, very powerful poem, called The Medicine of Surrender. Surrender is maybe taking that word allow a little bit far and trust a little bit far. But she has this line that really rings kind of true to me. It says, if there's some part of you that thinks it might hold back, might not allow this, that part is most likely the first part to be flooded with the relentless truth of what is. And later on, she says, she's sort of encouraging this kind of really opening and surrendering. And, she's a poet whose son committed suicide not that many years ago. So she's really writing from this very deep place of having to accept the unacceptable. And she says that it's like playing spin the bottle with life, and you French kiss whatever you get. And she says this is the only remedy that can help you be whole. So trust is what gives us the strength to do this. Trusting our capacity to open again and again and again, and to see and to meet this life, to let go into what it is, even when it's unacceptable. And as we traverse this life, that can be quite difficult at times, quite beautiful at other times. I have found that really using this, practice of tracking my citta, tracking the heart quality, tracking the contraction, that's simple. That has been the most trustworthy guide for helping me know whether I should speak or not, act or not. And it ends up being such a tremendous gift to follow this. Such a gift. Other ways I can talk about this are a practice of giving metta just, to the flow of every thought that was coming through my mind, every memory, every emotion, every thought. And I would just sit there, and it was like I couldn't do anything else because I couldn't handle it. And so I just was like, okay, metta, 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 just this, everything that came up, okay, just metta, And then what happened is it's sort of like there's this circulating fountain in there. And what I was doing was adding love to the water. And so as these things come back up, they come back up in love, with love around them, holding them. So things start to get held in this love. And so when something difficult comes up, it comes up in a field that makes it so much easier to be with. So much easier to be with. And then when I use this citta awareness, when I notice if there's too much contraction, to speak or act in a way that I know will be okay, I get to walk away with a lack of regret, a lack of remorse. And when something bad goes wrong, nothing better than having that freedom from regret. To know that you chose love. And I found that no matter what situation I'm in, no matter what, there's always something to love. Always. Loving myself. Loving what's hurt. There may be a million things that I don't like, don't want, absolutely could scream about. But I can bring love to the pain or to the joy or, to the experience. And then I have that love with that memory. And that means I don't have trauma. It means nothing has to get stuck in me. Everything can move through me. So I'll go back to Rosemary, because she says it so well. She says in a poem called Love Like Water, she says, we could say the pain was a block so great it could not be moved. We could say love did not try to move it. Love simply surrounded the mass and dissolved it. The way water meets a block of salt, breaking apart each ionic block until every atom of sodium and chloride is surrounded by molecules of water. And in this way, and sooner than you'd think, the pain was rearranged into minuscule bits. And there was no part of the pain that was not touched by love. The pain was no less, it's true, but mixed with love, dispersed. The pain became something new, something vital that encouraged a different kind of life, a substance that supported buoyancy, an essential medium to carry me. And it's so funny, so often instead of loving, we resist. We push away, we shut down, because we don't want what's happening. So, this practice of feeling then, sensing, and allowing the resisting, allowing the not wanting. Recognizing it. And then trusting something bigger, trusting practice, trusting love if we can. And all of a sudden, we're surrounding that block with water. And we can infuse and saturate. And again, like she said, it doesn't make the pain less. It just breaks it up into little bits. and surrounds all those little bits with something that's beautiful, that transforms and supports. It also takes this attitude of inclusion, needing to understand and accept that life does come with suffering, joy and suffering. Ajahn Sucitto says, we are fragile and we are resilient. We are separated and we are connected. In the language of the heart, these are not contradictions. We often get caught in the contradictions, but it's all inclusive. We are separate and we are one. So in whatever language you find most inspiring, you might just find that one question that helps you connect with your citta, this impression, this energy, this way of relating, and just notice, is the heart able to love in the moment? It doesn't mean you have to be effusive and bubbling over, but is love available? Is the heart soft enough, open enough to care? And let that help you and guide you in how you choose to move forward with yourself, with others, in your choices with this life, this one precious, who knows how long it'll last life. And meet the heart wherever it is. Shut down or open. Love it no matter what. Always surrounding. Right? One of the gifts is we start to trust ourselves. We start to learn what to trust in ourselves. That's really empowering. Trust the practice. So thank you. Thank you for your being here today. And I really don't have anything else to say, but I can answer a question if there is one. Otherwise, we'll move into the beautiful act of caring for our Sangha together, cleaning it up, and community, which does not take very long. And then after that, if you want to stick around, we'll do a group practice discussion. So, thank you. So, is there any comments or questions? Okay, we got one.
Hi, I'm Brinan.
Hi.
Thank you so much for today.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm familiar with Tara Brach's rain practice.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about how yours is similar, and then fart versus raft?
Sure.
And when to use which one?
Sure. I love Tara Brach. She's awesome. And I used rain a lot, but what I found for me was that it felt very conceptual. And so I kept feeling like I was like stumbling around with, yeah, it's an acronym like RAFT, R-A-I-N, recognize, same. A, allow, although sometimes hers is acknowledge, or, accept. Hers is often accept, or it was. I don't know where she's at now with it. Allow, raft is allow. Accept felt more like endorsing to me. It was just personal. Allow felt more like, okay. Okay. N in rain, R-A-I-N, is, I in rain is investigate. And so that's really important. It's like, investigate with intimacy, as she added this word intimacy. Trying to, and curiosity is a word I like to use, I encourage that here today too. In raft, it's recognize, allow, feel. Feeling is investigation, but it's the non-conceptual investigation, and it's directing you to experience instead of conceiving. I think the word investigation often engages the analytical mind. We're too conditioned with that word. N in rain is originally, before Tara Brach used it, it was not self. It was developed by Michelle O'Donnell, and so it was to meant not self. So don't identify. This is not me, mine, myself. Tara turned it into nourish. Do something nourishing. The T in raft is trust, more closely aligned with the first N, the non-self, the trust, letting go, and this opening sort of idea of kind of, what does it feel like when you trust? Kind of, to me, what would happen in my practice is I would end up, when my practice was going right, when I had right mindfulness, I felt a sense of trust. That's what it felt like in my body, was a feeling of trust. So that's how I ended up with trust, or with raft, and the way I did.
Thank you.
Yeah. And fart is kind of recognize, starts with more of that, again, the mental door of kind of analyzing. And so farting is more of a body-based way in, feeling our way in. Yeah. Okay? Great. All right. Any other comments or questions? Over here? Do you mind bringing it? Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hi.
You're so close. It's funny using this mic.
Yeah, but it's good for everybody out there and in here.
Yeah. So thank you for today. I appreciate you. I'm not sure if most of the events are Dana-based, but appreciate you coming here today.
Thank you. Yes, everything at IMC is Dana-based.
That's great.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Well, thank you to IMC. Less so to you than I guess.
Yeah.
But also thank you to you.
Yeah.
So the topic today particularly resonated with me based on a struggle I've been going through recently. I recently made a life decision to go ordain as a monk in the Dhammakaya tradition in Thailand.
Wow.
And I'm really excited.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
I'll be leaving in October. I'll be leaving in about a month.
Wow.
And my parents aren't as excited as I am.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And,
Tell them it's not a cold.
Yeah. I tried. And yeah, they responded pretty poorly, or I guess it's a subjective take, but
Yeah.
A real rejection, a real difficulty, and a real rejection I felt of who I am.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it's been pretty difficult for me. It's been about a month since that happened.
Yeah.
And I've known in theory over the past month that, and I've known from my past experience that I need to accept and have some love for them, but it's been quite hard when there's this rejection of who I am. And at the same time, it's felt like I'm rejecting them to a certain degree. I'm not I'm not allowing for the version of them that doesn't allow for me.
Yeah, that's right.
And as a result, I've been taking some space. I've just been saying, I think it's healthiest just to, not an abandonment or just a creation of space. And it's hard because I'm leaving in a month, and I don't want to leave on this sour note. And my question for you would be how to have that sense of citta, or love, for someone who you feel, it's not even an implicit rejection, it's a very explicit rejection of who I am. Someone who does not have a maybe like Buddhist sense of the word love for me, who doesn't accept me unconditionally for who I am, but very, very conditionally for fulfilling a certain image of what they want me to be. And also how to do that, in particular in a relationship with a parent or parents.
Yeah, it's tough. It took me a lot of years to be able to do what you're asking to do, with my parents, to get to that place where I could feel like, oh yeah, I love you. I really love you. I can see you're a human just like me, and oh wow, I see all the ways you're suffering. I see your conditioning. Oh, I see how much you want me to be different, or just how you don't want this, in my case, how you don't want to be this kind of a parent. That just doesn't, it's just not you. Oh, and yet you're like beautiful. Look how beautiful you are. Like, to get to that place with my parents has been phenomenal. But it's taken me a long time. And being a parent, But my wish for you would be to somehow find in yourself a place, in a way, somehow, some way of loving them. Not agreeing with, or not wanting them to be different. Of course, you want them to love you for who you are, but somehow of like being able to, for you, being able to leave and say, I really love you. And I'm sorry this is hard for you. It's hard for me too. I know you wish it were different. I wish it were different too. Not the way you do, but we both want it to be different than it is. And I love you.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I think we're ready to close. Are we ready? We're going to clean and then close. So Nancy will lead us in this dance of cleaning, and then we'll have a circle for our final hug, and then we'll end our day, other than those that stay. So thank you all, and goodbye to YouTube. Thank you.
So, thank you, Tanya. What a powerful day. Thank you, Susan, my co-manager, for all of her help. Thank you, whoever brought the cookies and the nuts and the crackers. I just love the way we're all supporting each other. So one way that we support each other and support the broader Sangha, many of whom will be here tomorrow, maybe some of you will be here too for the Sunday program is we do 15 minutes of mindful cleaning, and this is done in silence. This is where the dance part comes in. So I'm going to ask for volunteers to do certain things, and the way this is going to work, it's going to start at 3:45, and it's going to end at 4 o'clock. So, so much can happen when lots of people are working for 15 minutes. And so we need 4 people to clean the bathrooms. There are 3 down here and 1 upstairs. There's a little spiral staircase. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And as soon as you're selected to do a job, go ahead and get started. The instructions for the bathrooms are on the hanging from the inside of the door into the bathroom. And so hopefully things are clear. If you need any clarifications, come find me. Let's see, and we'd like to vacuum the meditation hall. This is a big one. Okay, over here, excellent. We got another vacuumer over here. The mat where the shoes are and the front mat, it's great if that's vacuumed too. We have 2 vacuums, so you 2 are free to go. And someone to, so also if you've got shoes out there, maybe slide them up into the racks to help the vacuumers. And if you leave things here, if you have things on the floor, maybe put them on chairs for now. I know a lot of folks are staying for the group practice discussion. Trash recycling and compost. So there's trash in the community hall in the kitchen. There's compost in the community hall in the kitchen. There's recycling in the community hall. There is also trash and recycling in the bathrooms. So a few people, 1, 2, 3, 4, to help with trash and recycling. Is that good? Let's see. We'd like to dispose of paper cups and other trash left around the center. If you're attached to your teacup, grab it now because it's about to be composted over here. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, we need someone to dry mop the community hall. Over here, excellent. And then to straighten the kitchen, so like stuff that got washed and is in the drying rack, maybe put things away and wipe down the counters. Maybe you 2 up there can do the kitchen. Let's see, what else? Straightening chairs in the meditation hall. They look pretty straight, but maybe we can go over here and over there, just whatever you can do. They're actually in the right configuration now. Maybe leave Liz's stuff where it is. And then we've got straightening the cushions. Excellent. Anyone who's left, straighten the cushions, or there's sweeping that can be done outside. There's brooms around the back of the building. There's a bunch of sweeping, I think, that could happen in the walkways and the parking lot. Thank you. You folks on YouTube, we'll be back at a little after 4 for group practice discussion if you would like to stay.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
Thank you, sir. I got my shoes on. Step on the carpet. These crescents go over here. Boom. Maybe not even enough. Boom. Oh, yeah. That's okay. We'll make them fit. Get one in there. This is yours.
if you're not staying and your cushions are still in the hall, if you wouldn't mind returning them to their sleeping places. Thank you.
I'll just gradually start snooping around.
That's basically, I mean, yeah.
I'll have to overcome. That'll take me a while before or I can just say I can do retreats that are not for sure, not live streaming.
Yeah, this was a little baptism by fire today, but I figured it out.
Yes, that's right. I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Hey, question. Is there a recording of the live stream?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm posting. I gotta post those talks actually. So there should be 3 talks.
What does that mean, talks?
So
The 3 times she spoke today?
yeah. So maybe there are 4 now actually. So I've named them Citta, Practice Note 1, Practice Note 2, Trust, and then the 3rd one I'm going to name Love. If you want different names.
No, that's great.
Okay. So you'll see them on Audio Dharma.
Okay.
But before I leave,
Okay.
I'll do that.
Audio Dharma is their website?
Yeah. So it looks like this.
How would you get today? Just curious.
Oh, live streaming, they were like
10?
average 10.
Okay.
So go to audiodharma.org
Okay.
and you'll see it. It should be
Negative for COVID
the first things you see because it'll be the last things that have been recorded and posted.
Okay.
And it'll say Tanya Wiser,
Great.
and yeah, they'll all be there.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Nancy. I
Oh
appreciate
yeah, absolutely.
it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Lovely.
Are you going to head out?
Yeah,
Well, can I give you a hug and wish you well
that'd be great.
in your journey? And
Thanks.
maybe. Okay.
Yes, what are you going to say, Mandy?
What's that?
You want to say something?
I just need to be free. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. May I pass again?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
Brian, good luck.
Good evening. Thank you,
Yeah, I
Nancy.
wanted to join, Dominica
Yeah.
and surrogate mother.
Thanks. I'll accept your application. Thank you, Nancy.
I feel a lot of joy for what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for your work as well.
I have to ask, what is Old Black Lager? Is it a type of beer?
I think it is, yeah.
It's a great graphic.
Isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
a really
I like
great
it.
graphic.
I liked it.
Yeah. Really nice graphic. All right. Nice intimate little group here.
Are you mic'd? Because we got two people.
Oh, I was not gonna.
Oh, you weren't going to broadcast this? Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, sorry.
No, because there's no way to really
Oh,
include them, and I don't
Okay.
want to just like
Okay.
have people share their practice
Right.
with them. So, yeah. I mean, do you want to ask them if they have a question, and maybe I could answer their question? I don't know. If they have a specific question, they could type it in the chat, and I can see if we could just turn it on real quick, or
Okay, I'm asking.
start with that since we have plenty of time. Good on them.
Depends on the music.
I need the Jeopardy music right now. Okay, lost one of the two.
Okay, great.
Okay, going once, going twice. All right, thank
Great.
you for joining.
Sometimes they just leave it on and they walk away and, you know.
Okay, goodbye everyone. I'm so glad we had this time together. Carol Burnett, going everywhere today. All right.
Next is Mr. Rogers. What's his song?